start getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
I told my boss, it ain't no limit.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now Hall to start the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams. This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. In motion, Hill. On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Tua sets up to pass it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Tua on 4th down. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Ball again on 2nd down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
The Jets at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. General, fast.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. the score, 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They fake the handoff, now Tua. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Fielded just inside the 20. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An excellent return that time, 26 yards.
And the Jets will take over. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At the 45. They'll start by running the option to the right.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 125 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Second and 10.
To throw is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
On 1st down, Wilson. That's complete to Mooney. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You, yell it.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Okay, right? Sit, level. Right, white. Black shot. Green jack. Ready.
Here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Eagle blue. Ready?
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking to pass. Tua. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He's got him in. Complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson gets rid of it quickly, and he's going to have a 1st down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
Well, you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Tua. There goes a deep ball. End zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Tua. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line.
Black Ultra. Go, 10.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
22 needle. Cluster, 6. Steal, flat. Ready?
From the gun, it's Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
60 Spears. Striker, 3-3. Yellow.
Tua going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. In motion, Hill.
Drill green. 6. Mega. 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
2nd down, here's an option right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, Tagovailoa. They're going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
To throw again on second down. Tua. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the 30 on second down, Tua. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
10 cycles.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. In motion, Hill.
Red cycle. Blue striker. Smash red. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Down.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Black Ultra.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the interception, here's Wilson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ready up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Here we go. Trail 3.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Hall.
Oh, good move. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
176 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Wilson wants to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out right around the 39.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he fires one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They go play action with Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Here we go. Here we go.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Watch out now. Skip.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Right.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. He's got a man complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful. They've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. All again on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start.